And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out, and cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that the whole body should be cast into hell. Right? So let's break this verse down real quick. All right? I love it. 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 So check this out. First thing is, it says, thy right eye offend thee. Okay? So we need to pay attention to what happens when you're offended, because the offended is the verb. Okay? And or I is a part. So what happens when you put a part and the verb together, you get an action. Okay? So when you're offended, what you usually do is you turn your eye. Right? You turn to the left, you turn to the right. So if it offends you, most of the time when people are offended by something, they usually turn their face away from it. So what Jesus is saying is, if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out. And what happened? Now we're using another a verb, another action. Pluck it out. You're not gonna literally pluck out your eye, but if you understand what pluck it out essentially relates to, for example, like plucking out a flower. You use it, you pluck it out vertically, right? And so when you turn your head, when you turn your eye, what you're doing is you're basically moving it horizontally, because you're taking away from where it is. So you pluck it out, right? So you move it from where it is, essentially, is what you're saying. So wherever it's rooted at is where you want to remove it from. Make sense? The same thing as plucking out a flower or plucking out a root, right? So pluck out whatever is rooted in your eyesight. So whatever I'm seeing, you need to pluck it out. All right. So boom. And now then it says, and cast it from thee. So not only are we supposed to move something that's offending us, but we also supposed to say when it is offending us. So cast it from thee. So say and potentially it's not just, oh, I'm gonna just move it. It's not just, oh, move it from my sight. It's let the person know, like, hey, I need this to get moved. I need this to get out away from me. So if it's something's offensive, tell them, move it from me. I do not want to see it. Move it from my eyes. It is offensive. And then we continue, right? And it says, for it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not thy whole body should cast into hell. So what does that really mean? Again, we're looking at all the action verbs, right? Because this is an active living word, right? So for it is profitable, right? So basically, it's saying it's essential, it's important, right? Profitable, important. When we think of profit, we think of something that's important, that we hold, and it's more, it has growth, right? So profitable, basically, you could say it's important. For thee, that one of thy members, so one person, should perish, and not the whole body. So not the entire community, right? So not the whole body, because when you're a community, you're really functioning as one Christ, one God, right? So this is when they say the whole body, they're really talking about everyone that's surrounding you. All right, so it's best that one member, instead of the entire community, instead of the entire body, instead of the entire organization, have this offensive experience, right? So not that the whole body should be cast into hell. So this will alleviate the other people being offended by whatever the situation may be. So the lesson here is, just when it's offensive, remove it before someone else have the same experience, and they don't have to go through the offensive experience at all. Can I get a amen?